Hello, this is your boy Miguel for the Mobile Mechanic 757. You know, I get down, I get straight to the point. Had a very sad situation, but it keeps repeating itself, and that's why I make these videos, to educate the public. A young lady had a 2020 Chevy Malibu Ecotec engine. She bought it from Enterprise. I tell people you should get a pre-purchase used car inspection if it's offered in your area. If you're in the 757 area, I do pre-purchase used car inspection. Any vehicles that are being sold by a rent-a-car place is just garbage. And the reason why I say that, even the customer agreed before I did any repairs, when you rent out a car, you don't care. You're going to drive it, dog it, whatever it is, and turn it back in. They don't care how the condition of the car is, as long as they can keep renting the car over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. With that being said, when I got there, I did the diagnostic a couple days ago. The car wouldn't run. It was leaking all over the place, and the vacuum pump, it was leaking all over the vacuum pump. And anybody knows anything about Chevys, they leak a lot on the vacuum pumps. She was throwing codes for the intake and exhaust variable solenoids, and I pulled the dipstick out. Most of the time I pull the dipstick out no matter what the situation is. It tells me a whole different story. It tells me a story that the customers are not going to tell me, but it tells me if it's being taken care of. There was barely any oil in there. It was completely black. And I tell people, if you do not keep the oil change in these variable timing engines, you can just go ahead and hang it up. It's going to run like trash or never run the same. So when I pulled out the vacuum pump, part of the vacuum pump was broken inside the valve cover gasket and got into the engine. Then the battery ran down because the car sat so long before they got the part and I got to it. These modern cars, if you don't have a full charge in your battery, it's not going to run correctly. And it kept saying on the dash, turn on car, battery low. The car wouldn't even stay running unless I jumped it on my truck, and then it stayed running. As soon as I took it off, it wasn't the alternator. The battery was just trash. They could not hold a charge. With that being said, she has to take it to the dealership. Half of her modules died because the battery died. The car went in limp mode when it did start up. It was running turbo. Mind you, the vacuum pump part of it was in the engine. And it was just a sad situation, and now she's got to spend a lot of money due to the fact it wasn't taken care of. I don't know how long they owned the car after they purchased it, but it was not taken care of. Barely had any oil in it, and it was completely filthy. I don't want this to happen to you. GDI, Ecotec, EcoBoost engines, check your oil. Change your oil every 3,000 miles. If you do not, you will be buying another engine. There's no ifs and buts about it. You cannot skip it whatsoever. So I just want people to understand this and be mindful when you own those particular type of vehicles. They do not tolerate you skipping oil or barely any oil in it. And also, if you have a bunch of miles on your vehicle, check your oil every time you put gas in it. Because it will burn inside the engine. You might not see any drops, but it'll be inside the engine just burning away, and you could lose the engine. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. I care about you guys, and I want people to learn and prevent. Just be preventative. That's all I'm trying to say. Thank you.